Glad to have you with us from Johnny Red Floyd Stadium in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. We've reached week 9 of the EA Sports college football season. Contenders, pretenders, starting to separate. It's the New Mexico State Aggies and the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
The Middle Tennessee head coach told me pregame he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. The Aggies offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes and big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Webster. Turns it upfield. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Red Evan on the RPO. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be first down. Trying to run, it's Stanley. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a catch. Oh, what a cut! Into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico State. Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so. And A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Middle Tennessee's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Sends it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Not a lot of room to field this one. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Motion from the wideout. With the catch, it's King. He'll be dropped. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. Looking to throw, it's Webster. Throws it deep. Makes the grab at the 30. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Fresh set of downs going up top. Takes a hit as he fires. Gets rid of it.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Stanley. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Wide receiver going in motion. Tough run here. It's Stanley. Might have a chance. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Holds on, it's Galloway.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. In the backfield, it's Jones. What about that move to pick up a few extra yards to the 35? Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. That's caught. It's all. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Only a place to be tackled immediately. A completion, but not quite enough for the first down. 3rd down coming for this offense. Left side is Galloway. Could not make his way to the corner. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the New Mexico State offense to go on the attack. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out wide right, it's Pride. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Drops back on 1st down. Rush right in his face. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. That's it for the period. Break coming, and New Mexico State has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quick give. It's Martin. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. 2nd and long here. Just feeds the running back. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lucky to get it off.
3rd down is a big factor in games. It's something I know this offense in particular practices often throughout the week, but they just haven't been able to get it done so far in this game on these critical downs. That time, quarterback can't link up with this guy, and they've got to find a better way of being more efficient on 3rd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Got an alley. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Straight ahead, it's Shaw. Breaks into the open. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on a linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Leaves it in his belly. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Right side, it's Lacy. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Now setting up shop in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Look out! He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Long way to go on second down. Hits inside, it's Shaw. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Running it to the right. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to move them on the counter. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Moving the pocket, it's Webster. Looking deep. Got it down the field. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Stanley.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Burrowing for yardage. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Keeps it himself. Defense coming up with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a 2-possession game. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Oh, the attempt is no good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a 1-possession game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Running inside, it's Martin. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They'll need a bunch on second down. This time they'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught, it's Jones. They wrestle him down after a pickup of 11 yards on the play, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Fresh setter down's going to the air. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And this setter downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Out wide right, it's Jones.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Second down, going to throw it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Defense not showing press coverage. From the gun, it's Stanley. Good gain there, picks up the 1st down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they use a timeout. To the air, it's Webster. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Grabbed in the middle, it's Kane. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Taking a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Western Kentucky taking on the Sam Houston Bearcats. And it's the home team in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Now back to your game at Johnny Red Floyd Stadium. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Blue Raiders come out ready to go on the attack. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Firing to the right, complete. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Wants to keep it in the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Back's got it on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Again, it's Brown. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Looking for open space. It's Martin. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Wants to throw on first. Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Long way to go on second down. Leaves it with the back. Swamped immediately. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Out wide left, it's Allen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. Good right down the boulevard. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Looking for the edge. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Webster. Here comes the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. Sends it back in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Grab behind the line. It's Stanley. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the lone running back. And he's brought down after a short gain. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun. Unloads to the right. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Looking for the marker. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Second down, gonna throw it. Right side, it's Williams. Turning it on. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. New Mexico State lines up quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Going to the run, it's Stanley. They put the brakes on it. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield, it's Webster. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico State. He got it, beat down in bounds.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The run inside. It's Martin. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. The give to the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. On his way back from the 20. Excellent coverage and tackle. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out, because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Going to need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt, because you're going to watch with your coaches, and you're going to see the